Our political guru Norman Smith has taken Labour's Sadiq Khan and the Conservatives' Zach Goldsmith for a spin in his cab. Well, today he's joined by the Green Party's Sian Berry. Over to you.
Joanna, thanks very much. Well, I guess I shouldn't really be in a cab today because, as you say, I'm with Sian Berry, the Green mayoral candidate. We should really be on our bikes, but it's looking a bit damp, so we'll pass on that. Sian, let's just start, I suppose, with what are sort of the key issues for the Greens. Transport, obviously a huge, huge issue. The problem in London is there's too many cars. So what are you going to do about it?
I mean, this is an issue any new mayor is going to have to deal with. Traffic is increasing. First of all, we need to be not making it worse by building new roads. The Silvertown Tunnel is something I'd cancel. It would just increase air pollution and traffic across a very wide area, and we can't keep widening the roads to make more room. We actually have to reduce traffic
What
across
about
London.
doing what they do in some cities, which is they ban people from driving cars on alternate days?
I mean, that's an emergency measure that some cities
Would
are
you think
taking
about it?
for air pollution reasons, and that's another crisis we absolutely have to deal with in London.
Would you think about that?
I think on certain days you could have restrictions on certain types of vehicles coming in. You could run different types of schemes like that. I think what's most important, though, is you put in a long-term plan that actually gives people better options. I mean, that's the only way you can do it. So we do need to be investing in new cycle lanes. We do need to be shifting road space away from traffic onto more efficient ways of using the space that we have.
And what about the congestion charge? I mean, it's £11.50. It costs you more than that if you've got a bus and a tube in and out.
The cost of buses has gone up more quickly than the cost of the congestion charge, and that's not fair. My plans involve reducing fares across London, bringing down the fares in outer London.
But would you put up the congestion charge?
Well, first of all, I want to reduce the fares to get more people onto public transport, and do that by bringing down the fares in outer London to the same level as people pay in the centre. I want to flatten the fares, get rid of the zone system, which is actually quite anachronistic and snobbery and things like that. We do need to pay for that, and my fares plan is costed and paid for because we do need a new smarter congestion charge system. All the businesses are calling for that.
We know, of course, you will oppose Heathrow expansion. I guess what many people don't know is you'd also like to close down City Airport. But what happens to the people who work there?
Well, at the moment, the flights from City Airport, it's a convenient place for people in the city to use. There aren't that many flights, though. It's quite a niche airport. Once Crossrail opens, you'll be able to get from the city to Heathrow in just over half an hour. And to me, that's a real opportunity to reuse the amount of space that airport uses up. It's 500,000 square metres.
Yeah, but that's all fine
space.
and dandy. What happens to the 2,000 people who work at the airport? You just say goodbye to their jobs?
Well, I mean, if the flights move to other airports, and the other airports can all very easily absorb the flights, then the jobs will as well. And think about the opportunity of building a new quarter for London. Homes, businesses, universities. There are many more jobs in redeveloping that site as a new area for London's people, not just for planes.
We're tight for time, so I'm going to move swiftly on to our London questions.
Okay, I'm terrified about this.
Well, you're a Camden woman, aren't you? So this is an easy question, Northern Line question.
Oh, okay.
So you use the Northern Line. This is easy peasy. What branch of the Northern Line is Mornington Crescent on?
It's on the Charing Cross.
Very good. That's a simple one. Let's do bridges. If I said Westminster, Lambeth, what next?
Southwark?
No, Vauxhall.
Oh, Vauxhall.
Okay, what started in Pudding Lane?
The Great Fire of London.
Very good. First and oldest Indian restaurant in London?
Oh, I don't know. I think
that's Vera Swami's 1926.
No.
Last question, since we're in a cab. What's a Churchill? What the cab drivers talking about when they say a Churchill? Time for a Churchill.
I've no idea.
Okay.
Tell me.
It's time for a meal because apparently Winston Churchill introduced legislation to say cab drivers didn't have to take a fare if they're having a meal.
Oh,
so there you are. You learn something new every day. Sian Berry,
Workers' rights, I like that.
Sian Berry, thanks very much for your time. There we go. There's the Green agenda for London with their mayoral candidate, Sian Berry.
Thank you very much. See you later.